Hi, this is Robert Gephardt, and this is just a brief update of what I've been up to these past couple of months, just to keep everyone updated. I won't go into a broad introduction because you can find that on my About Me page or LinkedIn or wherever you want, but just to keep you updated on what I've been up to lately. So, what have I been up to lately? I spent about a month and a half last fall in Washington, D.C. So I'd been living in Taiwan, and then I went to Washington D.C. for about a month and a half, and I wasn't as successful as I would have liked, and because I was there to find new clients, and my girlfriend, now my wife, was studying for the CPA and whatnot, so that's why we were there. I had a couple meetings set up, but they kind of went sideways, let's say, and I wasn't there for long enough because then I was there for another about a month, and it wasn't long enough to set up roots and actually make new clients. So I don't know. It was kind of a waste in that sense. It was a great trip otherwise, and we got to live there. We used Airbnb. We lived in Tacoma Park, which was a wonderful neighborhood, and so it's definitely interesting. I like DC a lot. I attended American University in DC for undergrad, and so it was great to be back in DC. Anyway, then we went to Charleston for about a month, and while we were in Charleston, my parents are in Charleston, and while we were there, we went there to get married, and that's why now she's my wife. And so that was nice. There too, I had some stuff set up, less stuff because I knew I'd be busy with getting married and then Christmas, and I was there with the family and whatnot. So there was more relaxation and preparing for this year. So and then flying back here, we had a layover in Korea, and we were able to fix it so we had 24 hours in Korea. And this was from December 31st at 4 p.m. to January 1st at 4 p.m., which means we spent New Year's in Korea. So we had a long flight to Korea and then spent New Year's there. We had an excellent dinner at what's it called? Badashikdang, this place where you can get this budae, which was awesome. And we didn't make it to midnight because we just crashed, but it was great. We woke up really early the next morning and got to walk around and visit a couple places in Seoul before our flight left. Anyway, now I'm back in Taiwan, and so I'll be working from here for a while because I'm going through some paperwork to get basically to get my residence permit here, and at the same time, my wife is going through her paperwork to get her residence permit in the U.S. because once that's done, we would like, whenever it's done, I'm thinking about, hopefully by June or so, we can then move to the U.S. and live there, at least for a while. We're thinking either Portland or D.C. We'll see, because as I said, DC I think was good, but it wasn't long enough to, get rooted there. And so I think with a bit more time, I'd be able to do that more. Portland also, just because we really like Portland. It'll also depend on her and her job situation. So we'll see exactly how that works. That's pretty much it, though. So a lot of traveling, and work-wise, it's been okay. But most of my new clients have been online and not from face-to-face meetings. Maybe that tells me something. Maybe I should concentrate more on online meetings and forget about the face-to-face. But right, and so another thing along these lines, because I'm trying to set up these new goals and try to see what to stick with. As I mentioned, I've been preparing for this new year, and I can link to it down below. I've started this weekly goals podcast / YouTube thing, and where every week I meet up with this other guy, Donnie, here in Taiwan, and we meet up online. We're basically just video chat, and we talk about our goals for the past week, what we've accomplished, and our goals for next week, and we try to hold each other accountable. And what we're going to do now, I think, is every week we're going to apply a new type of goal setting strategy, like the Pomodoro method or getting things done, or anyway. So we'll see how that works. It should be interesting, and hopefully we can keep our goals up. So that's pretty much it. That's an update on what I've been up to. And this is just basically my personal life. And just so you know where I'm at this moment. I might do more videos where I talk about these strategies and these goals that I'm applying and how they work out in terms of translation, because I think that's a bit more of interest to people. But I wanted to give this broad outline first, just so you know where I'm coming from, in case you wanted to. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.